Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Constance the Reader, and we're gonna be doing a vlog. We just got back from our vacation at Virginia Beach yesterday. I know that I said that I really wanted to vlog that, but some things have come up in my personal life that really just made that almost kind of impossible. And now it just feels like a snowball of things is happening. I'm trying to compose myself so I don't cry because that's all I've been doing all week. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying really hard to distract myself from everything that is going on. I know since I started this channel, one of the things I was really looking forward to, like always vlogging, were these family vacations that I go on with my family every year to Virginia Beach. And I'm gonna try really hard to not get super emotional. So, you know, for someone who cries a lot, I'm trying really hard not to. Yeah, like 2 days before we left to be with my family, my best friend passed away. That was very unexpected, and I'm still not really over that. But I'm trying really hard, and it was a good distraction while we were there, being with my family, being with my sister, reading a lot of manhwa. Just the scrolling really helped me not think. And coming back, something happened to my mom. That's not good. We don't know what's going on. And then we have other people in my family who are also going through stuff medically, and that is just really hard. And I don't want to sit in silence and not do anything and just think. That's what's really hard right now. So I'm trying not to do that. I'm also trying not to cry because I've already done that several times a day. So I don't mind crying, obviously, and like being vulnerable, but I'm just so tired of crying. I really, really am. And I just really want to not. I really don't. I really am so tired. I'm so tired. But I think everything's gonna be okay. But I really miss my best friend. And that's really hard. And I really want my mom to be okay. I really want other people in my family to be okay with everything that's going on with them. So yeah. But I will say that we had a lot of fun when we were at the beach. I think I posted a photo. I did end up buying stuff that helped me a lot. I know. I know I don't need to be going through anything to have you spend money, but yeah, it was just a bit of normalcy that was helpful. So you guys will see that because I will do a manga haul video for you. But I wanted to talk about the stuff that I read, and I want to talk about the stuff that I want to read. I've read so much stuff. It was just nonstop, dude. And like I said, this week has just been not the best, not that great, but we're gonna get it back on track for you guys and for myself because I need it. All right, so I started and am caught up with Tears on a Withered Flower, or is it of a withered flower? I said to myself, I need to read something straight. just some cishet something. I don't know. That was really good. I was really surprised by how good that was, but I need our main character, our main female character, I think her name is Heisu. I need her to be hooking up with the younger dude in front of the ex. I need that bad. I know I'm gonna get it, but if I don't get it, I'm going to scream. I can't scream. I can't get violent. But that was a really good. I will say though, it's really interesting to read something like that where it took forever for them to start to knock boots, you know what I'm saying? And nothing was really, it was very sad. And I know this is like a little bit different. This is very, very sad moving forward. But I feel like I've read all these stuff and running really quick. So interesting little turn for me. Oh, I started, what is it? I started Shut Line. yeah, that was good. That was good so far. I have no idea when it updates. So basically what I've done, I think I showed you guys this last time, is I've made a list of everything that I keep getting suggested on TikTok. Look how long this shit is. And now I was smart and I read ahead and like put a little thing there because I read so much to keep my mind off of things that I did not know what I was reading anymore. Like it was all just a blur. So I read everything up of shot line, started and read to whatever, you know, currently is Wet Sand. Wow, Wet Sand. Wow, I already know I was gonna buy that physically. Just the cover of whoever was on the front. I read the first 2 chapters free like months ago. I must know what happens, I simply must. But I don't know who I like and don't like. I don't know if I want to be endgame. I really don't, because I know that one couple probably shouldn't be together, but I like them more. I like them together more, I'm sorry. Because I know where that person's hoard is, okay? I know what their hoard is. Then I started reading The Heart of the Lotus. Okay, I think this is my first intro into, is it Black Flag? Obviously there's been people that I've been reading that are red flag because their behavior is just not too good. I have no idea how our first like main character or whatever, I have no idea how this could possibly evolve into this person maybe redeeming themselves. Okay, unlike in The Painter of the Night, right? Where, was it Sung Ho? I can't remember his name, but the main dude. With him, he had a backstory. I did not like the things that he did, okay? He definitely pissed me off. But is the cat out there? I think the cat is outside scratching the door. So unlike him, having this backstory, doing things that I did not agree with, but clearly like, I don't know, he redeemed himself. How the fuck do you do that in The Heart of the Lotus? This man has killed people that our other like protagonists will never get back. And like, there's just a line that you don't cross that this person has crossed that's like, oh my God. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about The Heart of the Lotus. Then, I know I mentioned this last time, I think. I did catch up on the newest episode of Nerd Project. Lord. And then Ghost of Nocturne. I started that and I thought, okay, alrighty. I'm gonna keep going with that. I think I'm gonna like that. But then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get everything that I didn't already have physically, you know, buy it on whatever app. Tabbytoon, I mean, I don't know. Of Dangerous Convenience Store. I forgot. And you know, when you have the physical one, right? Because it's Dangerous Convenience Store, that's right, okay. So there's 4 out right now. The 5th one comes out a few months from now. And I forgot how that one ended, the 4th volume. So I just started all the way from the beginning, got everything else. I'm not done with it yet. I think I only have like a few episodes left to be complete. And that was too much. I got emotional. Remember everything. Dangerous Convenience Store. I love you. And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and reread Jinx while I was there. It was nice. It was nice to revisit that. Just read the newest episode. I think it's episode 67. Kim Dan, we love you, Doc Dan. What the hell? Jinx has been good. So that's everything I've read. That's everything I read. Oh my God, and I almost forgot. I found all of the rest of the volumes that I needed for Love is an Illusion used at the Second Charles there. And I read volume 4. What the fuck? Okay, what the fuck? I don't know what the person's name was. Chun Woo? Don't you dare do that. Don't you dare do that to so-and-so. Of course I can't remember anybody's name. The beta. Rip the hair out. Put the paws on them, because you know what? You don't get to do that. You don't get to kidnap me. Thank you very much. So I did read a lot. I did read a lot. It was really good. It was really good for me to just endlessly scroll, and shout out to my sister for letting me go on a long tangent, and my parents who kind of just let me talk about the shit I was reading. I really appreciate my family so much. I explained whatever, the very little I know about Omegaverse to my sister. I was explaining, what was it called again? Tears of a Withered Flower. I explained that to her. Very animated. Yeah, I needed that. I needed someone to hear me out. But before we had left, and coincidentally, right before I got the news about my best friend, I had read Killer Shark in Another World, Volume 3. This was really good. I still want to continue with this series, but I don't think I really need to keep buying the physical manga. I don't know. I always say that, and then I end up getting it anyway, just to like keep up with it. But I think I can at least give myself, I don't need to get it every single time it first comes out, if that makes sense. But yes, now I really want to, I still want to read a bunch of manhwa and all the stuff that I'm like still currently reading. I need, like I said, I need to finish Dangerous Convenience Store. I think when I was rereading Jinx, I had made it to episode like 40. I think it was right after the pool scene. Right after the pool scene. No. Yeah, right after the pool scene, right? Yeah. So that was fun. But I really want to read, I still want to read those things, but I really want to read some like cozier things. I don't need all the drama right now. It definitely gets me like distracted, but I need to read some other stuff. So I want to start my love story with Yamada-kun at level 999. I don't know why every time I'm saying 999, I get tongue tied. So 999, even though I just did it right. I'm going to read this. I keep seeing like clips of, I think the anime on Twitter. Seems like I'm going to like it. I also wanted to pick up Say I Love You because I think I just want some angstiness. Just for fun, something short. I wanted to read Manly Appetites. Minagishi Loves Otsu. Blue Box. Kami-sama Kiss. Waiting for Spring. Let's Do It Already. And then, oh, that's right. I did want to read some stuff over here. Not to forget. I really want to read My Dress Up Darling. I also keep seeing stuff like little clips from the anime of this on Twitter, and it's intriguing me again. So I'm like, I really need to pick it up because I just got the next like 5 volumes, I think. I don't remember how many I have. And then Revenge, Mrs. Wrong, Twilight Out of Focus. And then I don't know, we'll just see where the day takes me. It's Saturday. I can't see my mom yet, unfortunately, and I don't think she wants me to see her in the hospital. So we were waiting till tomorrow. So this is all that I can really do to distract myself from everything that's going on. So yeah, bear with me, hang out with me for a little while as I read some manga, maybe some manhwa a little later. I'm gonna go see the cat outside really quick, and I'll be back with you guys in a second. Yeah. Okay, everybody, so let's get into what I've read so far. So my love story with Yamada-kun at level 999, read the first volume. I really have to pick up the second volume, which I went ahead and already pulled it. I will be. I need to, because the way this ended, need to know what happens next. Really like her. Not sold on him, but I know he's going to grow on me, so it's going to be okay. Now, I assume that this is controversial, this series, but I absolutely love My Dress Up Darling. As I have stated many a time, I love a gal, okay? If there's a gal, I want to read about her because I think gals are just the coolest. And this is so good. Oh my God, I love him. I adore this young man. Such a sweetheart. So like, it's just so perfect. I love him. And I really love, I believe it's Marin. I don't know if that's how you would actually pronounce it. Maybe Marin. But
I adore this. I do have the second volume. Went ahead and pulled that. I will be reading it. And then I forgot that I got more volumes of this series when I was in Virginia Beach. So, yes, we will be really diving into My Tristram Swirling because I like this. I have seen that, like, this character, figures, some of the, I've not seen the manga, but, you know, I know that there is the anime. I've seen things from the anime, but I've never watched it. And then, of course, I've seen all of these when I go into bookstores. I did not ever read the back, so I had no idea what to expect from this. And I'm absolutely head over heels. Like, I love the tension that they have with each other. I love how confident she is, how, like, herself she is. There's this part where she's explaining the game that she's basically, like, wanting the character from the game that she's obsessed with, and she's just going on a tangent, and she is so locked in explaining it. That was so funny, and it just reminded me of me kind of forcing many people to hear about a Megaverse now in my life. I just love this character. She is so cute. Then I read Waiting for Spring. I like this so far. It definitely reminds me of Kimi ni Todoke in, you know, you got the quiet, shy girl and, like, she's slowly gathering friends. And even though some of these boys really piss me off, I like this so far. I will definitely be finishing this whole series. I know that this is one of the few that I mentioned that I did want to start and finish this year. And Waiting for Spring will be, that will be happening. And then I just finished Blue Box. It was kind of funny to read this one after this one because it kind of similarly has to do with basketball. Me reading something about sports when I've never done a damn sport. I don't think I've done a sport since I was five years old. But of course, I watched the first episode of this and knew that I wanted to read it like months ago. So basically a little refresher for me, and then continuing on with the story. This is so cute. Again, a series that I will be reading. I don't know if it's complete yet or not, but I will be continuing on with the series because it is so absolutely cute. I can't stand it. But yes, this is what I've read so far. I just wanted to do a little check-in. So far, kind of good news with my mom, although we don't have all the answers, so I'm feeling a little bit less stressed and sick to my stomach, and this is just continuing to be a good distraction for me. I have not cried, so there you have it. What we have on in the background, just so you know, you can get a little insight, is we have Portlandia on. Very excited. I've got my cookout milkshake, and we're just gonna have a grand old time. So I don't know what I'm gonna be picking up next, but I'm gonna be picking up something, and we will be talking about it. So I will see you guys in a second. Welcome back, everybody. It's Monday. Yeah, I just got home, had to pick up the medication, pick up food, pick up more manga. I'm literally in the middle of editing my manga haul, so this didn't make it, but it'll make it in the vlog. But let's talk about what I've read so far, because it's just gonna be a quick little insert for you guys. So I was struggling with this one. I have the next volume of this particular series. I'm going to read it, but I don't know if I'm gonna like this one, and that's Let's Do It Already. I don't know what I thought this was really going to be. I also didn't realize that they were in high school, but I don't know. It's so interesting. Like, I've said over and over and over again how much I love a gal. This main female character, Yuri, basically, but she's so annoying in a way I'm not really fond of. And then her love interest, Kaiichiro, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I don't know. I think that they could grow on me, honestly, but something is not clicking for me. Basically, Yuri and Kaiichiro are dating each other, but he is from a pretty huge political family. So he has certain expectations that he has to meet that he can't do because he has to think about his family's name, his family's legacy or whatever, and he's going to eventually like go into politics. So there are rules that he has to follow, especially surrounding being in a relationship. He's also young, like he's in high school. They want him to, it seems like, mainly focus on basically not be a teenager, sadly. So yeah, take your studies seriously, but we don't really give you a lot of wiggle room to be like a normal teenager because we have to keep up with whatever. So they meet. The thing I like that made me go, ooh, I think I might like this, is when we see a flashback to when they first met. I thought that interaction was so cute, but now they've been together for, I don't even know how long. I don't know how long they've been together for, maybe a year, something like that. And she is really like annoyed and frustrated, rightfully so, that she doesn't get to have the same boyfriend experience that everybody else is having. This is her first boyfriend. This is the first person she's done anything with. She just wants to kiss. She wants to hold hands. She wants to do normal teenager things, but it's not happening. And I think, I don't know, I can appreciate the fact that she likes him and she wants to give it a try, but I find her like agreeing to certain things, but then wanting to go back and then like violate the things that they just promised each other, or find a way to make a loophole, which that's not bad, but you know, because she's really just trying to have her good experience and then have him have a good experience too. But her neediness and her whininess is really, really, really frustrating to me. But she is funny. So I have the next volume of this. I am going to read it, and I might continue on with the series, but unless I start to like Yuri and the boyfriend, I might have to drop this one, which makes me sad because I was really excited about this. But it also does make me realize I need to come to terms with the fact that I need to read the back of stuff before I buy it and not just base it off of the cover, because no, I probably would have still bought it even if I read it, but I don't read the back of anything half the time. So maybe I will try a few times in the future to do it. Okay. What I finished reading. I'm almost done because I don't have it physically. I finished Dangerous Convenience Store. I think I'm just like reading some of the side stories now. Yes, Dangerous Convenience Store, very, very good. You came back around and you made me happy, okay? That was so good. I love the dynamic. The angst, the back and forth was a lot for me, but we stayed strong. We got the outcome we wanted. It was better than I would have imagined. I almost started crying when, I think his name is Yu Jun, one of the main protagonists who has the blonde hair. When he basically has his dream realized, you know, in real life, that almost made me cry. Because I was like, that was so sweet. He didn't know if he was going to get that reality, and he did, and that made me really happy. So, love Dangerous Convenience Store. I still need to buy the 4th volume physically, and then I believe that the 5th volume, which should be the final one, maybe, I don't know, will be, maybe there'll have to be 6, I don't know, we'll have to see. But that comes out a few months from now. It's coming out before the end of the year, maybe the summertime. I will be getting that, of course. What I bought today, so yesterday, Devin and I went to Books A Million. I got 2 things. I came home. I realized I had already actually bought one of those, and I had bought it when I was on vacation. So there's a reason why I forgot. I really forgot that I bought that. So returned it, had to come home with 4 new things that I don't own. I was scared for a second. I thought I owned one. When I got home, I was like, I bet I just bought that. I didn't, so bless me. So I got another volume of My Dress Up Darling. Like I said, I am editing a haul video right now, and you'll see that I got some more volumes of My Dress Up Darling, and now I'm gonna treat this like I did Change Soldier. Every now and then when I go to the bookstore, as long as I'm like keeping up with the series, I'll pick up a new volume, because I have been doing it with Change Soldier. One I have not read yet, but yes, got the 5th volume, was Kai Yaku, volume 1. I don't know. I do need to pick it up. I need to read this because it just looks really good, and I have 5 volumes. It will happen. It will. Then I got Nomi and Shiba. This looked really cute. I don't know, just very, very cute cover. How to get it. And then I got Senpai, This Can't Be Love Brush Up. That must be a part of it. So that's what I got today. I'm very excited. I got 4 volumes, but we still have a lot of stuff to read, so I don't want to take too long rambling with you guys.
I'm going to try to get into all of the series that I mentioned before that I wanted to read, but I pulled a bunch of other stuff. I'm sorry. I simply had to pull some things. And basically all that I had so far of My Dress Up Darling, I have the rest of Change Soldier. I think volume 10 comes out sometime this year. I pulled the first volume of Big Apple. I don't even know what's on top of that, but I got a lot of things that I want to read. I'm weirdly in a reading slump, but feeling really excited about reading. So, the emotions are going in waves. I get kind of sad and then I don't want to read, but I know that when I read, it helps shut my brain off a little bit, not thinking about real world stuff. But at the same time, I feel like, I'm consuming so much again and I need a break, but I'm not going to stop because I enjoy my little time reading. I enjoy my time talking to y'all. So we're gonna have to find a happy medium. But yeah, I'm excited. I will see you guys in a minute after we read a bit. I'm gonna try to read 5 things. Let's see if I can do it.
Welcome back. Okay, so I've done some reading and I'm very happy about what I've read. So I've been wanting to read Twilight Out of Focus for a minute and this was fucking good to me. Okay, and I have 5 volumes of this. I already went ahead and took 2 and 3 out because I'm going to be reading this. Now, I thought that they would have been older, but because they look older. They look older to me, but they're not necessarily older, but it's okay. This was really good. I would really like to watch the anime when I get a chance. But yes, I enjoyed this. I really, really, really liked Manly Appetites. Okay, this is so cute. I really, really, really want to read volume 2. I don't have it, so I'm gonna have to find it. But this is very cute. I don't know if these two ever, actually hook up. I want them to, because this dynamic, I just love how he has such a big crush on him. I just love it so much. And he has a crush on him too, but his crush on him is just so perfect. I loved this so much. I cannot wait to continue this because it's so cute. Senpai and this can't be love. Brush up. Not bad. Not bad. Although, let the other guy, you know what I'm saying, focus on work. But it was still good. It was still good. I liked this. And then I got into Nomi and Shiba. So this is really interesting because this is an all-boys school and these two are roommates. So of course it made me think of Twilight Out of Focus because that's almost exactly the same thing. But this one is really cute. I think that this one is adorable. I like the dynamic they have with each other. It is not necessarily a will they, won't they, because it's clear that they will. But basically, both of these guys have a crush on each other, and they keep getting the signals mixed up where they've never been with guys before, so they can't really tell exactly what they're feeling for each other. And then the feelings that they do have for each other, they then turn around and go, well, there's no way that the other one could feel that way for me. So they end up having to pretend date. Interesting. I love a pretend dating trope, but really it's just young boys are harassing Shiba, and he feels like, okay, the one thing I can do to hopefully protect him, other than all the stuff he does, from these guys, keep trying to get him to dress up and go on dates with him and all this other stuff, is, you know what, I'm going to pretend to be your boyfriend. So I like that dynamic, but obviously they have a huge crush on each other, which is really, really cute. So it'll be interesting to see how this dynamic plays out in the next few volumes. There's other guys in the dorm as well who are very interesting, so I'd like to see what happens with them. So yeah, I don't know. This will be an interesting read. But I still have quite a bit more. Okay, I've got Kami-sama Kiss, Say I Love You, Revenge, and then I have Slow Turnaround. The Big Apple. I do have all of these here, but I want to, these are the first 3 that I pulled, so I need to focus on those. So I'm going to read these next 3, probably take a break, then figure out what to do next. But so far the reading is going good. So I'm very excited about that. Oh, and just as another update, we got to talk about, not too much, but we got to talk about the most recent chapter upload of Shutline. Okay. Okay. See, I'm keeping this closed because we can't disclose what's going on. That's not appropriate. But wowzers. Also, I'm starting to find more and more armpit things going on. This is not me judging anybody for being into armpits, but it's like as soon as I read Shutline and I saw the way he was devouring Shingun's armpit, not my thing, but you know, whatever. Now, a bunch of new stuff I'm reading, armpit licking. Is that really a thing? This is just a question, just throwing it out there. I'm just curious, is that really a thing? Sucking one, licking one, rubbing on an armpit. I wonder what that's all about. I have questions. But then I just started the first episode of Melting Point. Okay, we'll be unlocking all of those because I like where it's going. I have to simply know what the hell's going on at Melting Point. Now, for a second, I got it wrong because I started reading something else called Melting Point, but I'm talking about the hockey one, okay? I know the hockey one's going to get real good. So, just wanted to give that little update. You know, I'm trying to do better about reading the physical manga I have before I get to endlessly scrolling on Lezen and Tappy Tune and stuff. So I'm going to control myself and go back over here. But who else is reading Melting Point? Who else is keeping up with Shutline? I would love to know. I would love to know. I'm still adding more things to my my notes app on here for Mon I'm trying to read, and it just keeps getting longer and longer. Okay. Yeah. Just had to inform y'all. Hello, everybody. We're back. So obviously we're back in the office. We've done this once before, where you saw me kind of clean some stuff up. Well, guess what? I have run out of room again. And before I had made the purchases when I was on vacation, Devin said, you need to address your lack of shelf space. And I did. I bought a new bookshelf that Devin put up last night. It looks great. And now we get to fill it. So my original plan has always been to get all of the regular books out of here. I have one full shelf left. Okay. Then I have this, and that's really it in here. But now I want to show you what it looks like in my living room and what this new bookshelf looks like. Ta-da! So yes, I got a rotating bookshelf. It was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. A lot taller than I thought it was. I don't know why I didn't think it would be this tall, but I've already put a few things at the bottom. And these were the books that came from the first shelf that I cleaned. Okay, so I think I will actually have a lot of room for regular books on this, which I'm excited for. But blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Will some manga come out here? I don't know yet, but I figured I would film this part for you guys because why not? Oh, I also got this thing. I don't know if I showed you. So another way to address my issues is that, you know, that part of the sofa would always have a ton of books on it. So even though Devin really doesn't hang out in the living room like that, like I do, this is where my like command center is when I'm not sitting there filming something for you guys and sometimes reading. This is far more comfortable. He could literally never sit by me because there was just too much shit right there. So I got this. I know you're probably thinking, girl, you did the pink one, but I like it. I like the pink. So yeah, has that alleviated my stacks of books? No, but it doesn't matter. Okay. We're trying to work here. We're trying to get things done. So yes, so this is what we're working with. I was going to film a little bit of it. And yeah, I think it'll be really fun. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I'm so excited. But here we go. I'm gonna set the camera up for you guys. Not totally, you know, not totally too much, but just so you can kind of see. And yeah, we'll see how far we can get. I don't know what time it is. I think it's like 11 something. So we'll see how long it takes me to do this. All right, so these stacks are what we're working with, okay? The plan is obviously to put any heavy fantasy books and hardcover closer to the bottom, and then just work our way up with a lot of my nonfiction is paperback, so that kind of works. But yeah, we're just gonna try to see what we can do. I don't know if this angle will work. Obviously I can shift this up, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll see if this tripod goes up any higher, and yeah, we're gonna get into it. Okay, so here she is, and we didn't fill it all the way up. That's so funny considering, like, I was like, oh my god, I probably will run out of room on here. No, actually, she's got some space left, okay? So I tried my best. There is really no, like, rhyme or reason to how I put any of the books on here, honestly. I tried to keep, like, as much fantasy down below, but I didn't have as much fantasy as I realized, because a lot of that stuff is already along here and up here, and I don't feel like moving that down here or anything like that. And then, of course, my nonfiction stuff only made it to a little ways up, so I'm really excited. I mean, this corner of our living room really doesn't make much sense. I'm not someone who's really good with plants. The only plant that I've had the longest is this plant, because my mom gave it to me when we first moved in. It's a cactus. Not to disparage the cactus, but you know, it's kind of hard to kill them. Not that I would ever try. These two though, piss me off. I hate this thing. It drives me fucking crazy. And honestly, I'm thinking maybe I will rehome these plants with my husband's family, because they are the ones who are like much better with plants than I am. Because honestly, if I could just go back to just having this single beauty, honestly, I think my life would be a lot easier. But yeah, so we've got some going on. So now let's go back into my office so you can see what I'm working with. All right, so now I have a whole entire bottom shelf, which got really funky, so excuse me. And I have that floating shelf too. Now, what I was thinking is maybe what I can do, if I really broke it down, I think I have a lot of stuff from BL Supreme and like BL from Tokyo Pop. So what I was thinking is maybe this first shelf, I'm going to change it. Leave all the BL Supreme and like other, I think there's like 2 things on here that aren't BL Supreme, but that's okay. Basically, this shelf BBL, as much BBL as I can, BBL, as much BL as I can do. And like everything from this here goes down. I don't know. So I've got a lot. I also have a whole new haul that I have to do for you guys, because there was a lot of stuff at Second Charles yesterday. All the stuff that I got that I did my other thing on. So yeah, we've got a lot to work on, but I will show you guys what I end up doing with this. I think I have a good idea of what I want to do. Now, am I going to create a bunch of space? No, not necessarily, because I have so much here. But we'll figure it out. So I'm going to listen to something. I think I'm going to listen to a podcast. Get this all done, and I will see you guys, and then you will see what I have done. Okay, here we are. It is all manga or an art book. So yes, I have finally achieved the ultimate goal. No regular books in the office. So, okay, and also forgive me. I don't know why I said BL Supreme. It's BL Sublime. I don't know what's wrong with me. But I managed to get everything BL Sublime up here, which is pretty cool. I had a few stragglers with Love Stage, but that's okay. I don't have all of them anyway. And I tried to do as much Tokyo Pop and whatever this is considered, Love, powered by Tokyo Pop. Okay. So as much Tokyo Pop as I could do in this little section. And then I also added some of the taller volumes that I have, because it's not that big of a deal for me. I mean, obviously you can see that some are not the same height I have 3 more volumes of Gravitation that I just got that I'll show you guys in a haul, but I try to do as much as I could here. Now, it's when you get down here that it's not all BL, but that's okay. I tried to pack as much as I could. So I think the publisher of these is June, right? I can't remember. Yeah. So these are some taller volumes that I decided to put on the bottom and just try to pack as much BL as I could. And then some of the other things that I got recently that I don't know that I'm going to read right away. And then I put Rod back there because, I don't know, I'm just not in the mood for that right now. It's an interesting one. I don't regret getting it, but, you know, it's like, I don't really have the motivation to read it. Then I basically took almost everything that was on that first top shelf and put it down here. It's okay. It doesn't matter that it's not kind of in line with these, because obviously at the very top we have Fire Force and what's the other one? Fire Force and Soul Eater. And then, yeah, I just tried to pack as much as I possibly could. So we actually, yeah, I think we did a good job. Now, did this like give me a lot of space back? No, not really. But some of the piles around my room are a little bit smaller. So that's all that matters. So thank you for watching this little break. I'm about to go back out there, read a few more volumes, and then we're going to end this bitch. Okay, we're going to end this vlog. It's going to be fun. So thanks. I will see you in a minute. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's time for the end of the vlog. So yeah, you guys saw me deal with the rotating bookshelf. I'm pretty happy about that. Pretty excited. And yeah, I still have a lot of space. I think I might even maybe put some light novels on the top. Like, I was thinking about it, and I could get a whole nother shelf in my office if I took all the light novels and put them in here. That would be interesting. There's a possibility. I know that I could definitely do with putting Apothecary Diaries in here, although I'm getting another Apothecary Diaries thing, and now I'm like, do I need to make space, like a completely new space for Apothecary Diaries, because I'm getting the figures, I'm getting another acrylic stand, I'm just getting a bunch of stuff, and I think she deserves like her own little space. I don't know. I don't really have the space for that, but I can dream. Yeah, so that was fun. I also didn't show you guys this. I bought these for Devin and I yesterday when I was at 2nd and Charles. Little mystery devil fruit things. They're like little squishy devil fruits that light up sometimes, maybe, when you do it right. Yeah. So I forgot whose this one is. This is, Devin said this was, ooh, I can't remember who Devin said this one was. And I can't remember whose this one is either. But I got 3 and they look very cute. They reek though. I can't explain what this scent is. It's like gasoline and something else. Paint thinner. It smells like paint thinner. I like the smell of it. I know that's very weird, but like the moment like I took these, I was like, God damn, you smell. But much like a Sharpie, sometimes you just gotta get a little whiff of it. Sometimes you just gotta get a little whiff. And yeah, don't know where I'm gonna put those little things, but I wanted to show you guys because I didn't show you guys as we opened them yesterday. But anyway, let's talk about what I finished reading. Okay. I literally just finished reading Kami-sama Kiss. This is really cute. So I've never read this before and I've never watched it because I'm pretty sure this is an anime, but this was really, really good. Not that I thought that it wouldn't be. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect, but I thought this was fantastic. I really, really liked this. It was very funny. I like our 2 main characters. I really like our female main character a lot. And I like the story. I like where it's going. So I'm excited because now, I think I mentioned, I have every single volume in this series. So one of the things that I said I wanted to read, series I wanted to read and start and finish this year was Kami-sama Kiss. It's over 20 volumes though, so who knows if I will get to it. The commitment is extreme, but at least I started it. At least I can say I started it. That's for sure. I also read volume 2 of My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. This was really good. I was actually kind of hoping for something a little different happening with this character, but obviously I know who's about to be endgame here. I will say something though. I would slap a child for doing something like that. So there's a girl who's in the guild with them. She's younger, and she tried to set up, I can't remember her name, Akane, right? So she didn't like that Akane is in the group because the girl is like the younger sister of one of the other members. She's always only ever been the only girl, and that is her thing. I know she's a child. But when she can't stand the fact that people are getting closer and being nice to Akane, she decides to take advantage of her being nice and wanting to get to know her a little bit more, and sends her to meet a strange man who doesn't end up being that strange, like in a creepy way, but he kind of is creepy. And you know what? I don't understand her goodness, but you want to get a strong slap on the fucking head if you would have done that shit to me. Akane's a better person than me. I know it's a child, but you know what? Hell fucking no. That would have really pissed me off. And we wouldn't be talking. You wouldn't be at my house. But who am I? I'm not that forgiving. Next up, I read volumes 2 and 3 of My Dress Up Darling. I want to say, I do absolutely get why people have an issue with this. There are some things that it's like, that's so not necessary, in my opinion. I don't think that we need to see some of the things that we saw in these volumes. That could have definitely just been maybe implied at the most, like, oh, he happened to see her nude. I didn't need to see her nude, even though she was not, if you've read it or watched it, I guess you would know what I'm talking about. Did not enjoy that at all. I don't know why that was in there. I don't think that was necessary. With that being said, I really love the relationship that is blooming with Marin and Gojo. I love when he gets to say, like, you're so pretty to her after they get back from the con. I love to see how they are just growing together. It's so, I love how, like, she hasn't told him yet, but I love how she is personally gushing so much about how much she likes Gojo. I think that is so cute. And I love her as a person. I know that the whole thing, and probably some people have an issue with her, like, I don't know, is the right word sexualizing? I'm not sure. I'm trying to speak, let's say this person was real. Like, I have many female friends who, you see a titty, you see a titty. You see a little booty cheek, you see a booty cheek. It is what it is. I don't really care. It's a body. So I understand how she just feels so comfortable in her skin that she doesn't really get overwhelmed at the thought of, like, oh, I'm just going to do this. But at the same time, we as the audience don't need to see some of the things that we're seeing, in my opinion. With that being said, though, I really, really still like My Dress Up Darling. I'm slowly watching the show as I'm reading it. Like, I want to read more, like, further than what I'm seeing. And I am just excited for it. Now, I also cracked open Revenge Mrs. Wrong. You want to talk about a bitch that's crazy? Okay. This is a pretty crazy one. And yeah, I'm intrigued enough to keep reading because I want to know what is going on. So you got two sisters, Mitsuki and Tsukiko. Okay, Tsukiko, they're twins, like identical, even though one has longer hair than the other. Now, I know maybe for us, we need that distinction because everything is in, you know, but grayscale. If this is really that much of a difference between the hair, I could tell the difference between y'all, but let's just act like they have the same hair color. So they're twin sisters. Mitsuki is the one who is currently engaged to be married, but she is a little bit of a hoe. And you know what, girl? I don't like lying, I don't like cheating, but you know what? Let your freak flag fly, I suppose. But, you know, she's engaged to be married to this rich dude, but then she's going to a dick appointment in Bali. In a way I have to respect, but at the same time, it's like, girl, come on now. Just don't be in a monogamous relationship. But who am I? You know, people don't like to listen to that. So she always has this deal with her sister, Tsukiko, who's like the more plain one. She's very sweet. She's very quiet. She has this like thing that she does with her when she's like, oh, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Will you stand in for me? So Tsukiko ends up pretending to be Mitsuki
And she'll go on dates with the people. She'll go to like a appointment or something. It's annoying for Tsukiko, but at the same time, she doesn't really seem to have anything going on. So I feel like for as much as she dislikes it, I think she kind of likes it to a certain extent because she is getting some kind of attention. Well, that dick appointment she had to go to, well, she needs her sister, Tsukiko, to stand in for her with the fiance. That's a little extreme. Have to respect the fact that she felt that she could get away with it, because Lord. But she does. She gets away with everything. So that's why she felt so confident. So Tsukiko agrees. Well, she ends up really liking the fiance. And this fiance, what's his name? I can't remember his name. The fiance man. He ends up putting his hands all over the girl, thinking that that's his fiance, and they get the fucking, okay, so they had sex. And Tsukiko's like, I really like him. I've never really liked a man before. I've never dated anybody, but him, I want a piece of that. So she starts seeing the fiance behind her sister's back, and Mitsuki can't stand that. When Mitsuki finds out, and you would think, yes, that's wrong, but at the same time, you would think, you fuck on everybody, and you're cheating on everybody. So do you really have a place to be angry? I think that sometimes when you are doing such bad things, I don't really think you have the right to feel some type of way. Like you can, but like, come on. I don't have sympathy for you. So Mitsuki, who has been a terrible sister, okay? She has flirted with and hooked up with the guys that Tsukiko has liked all their life. She has been very cruel to her. She basically, even though Tsukiko ends up agreeing to do these things, it is kind of like under pressure from Mitsuki. So she kind of forces her to do all these things for her. She doesn't care about her sister. And worst of all, she is like, I mean, anybody who likes you really is going to like me because I'm the one who's pretty. Bitch. That's also grounds for a backhand slap. So again, when Mitsuki finds out that she was knocking boots, she was like, oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm not letting that stand. Well, you know what? Tsukiko said, I'm tired of this, bitch. I am going to fuck on him. And you're going to just go away. I'm just going to pretend to be you. It's not that big of a deal. Just go. Because if you don't, I'm going to expose your ass. So Mitsuki's like, I'm not letting that stand. She thinks because she's gotten away with doing stuff before that she, oh my God. All right. I'm going to get to talking too much. So let me get to the point. So not only was some other dude that she was having sex with in Bali, she was sleeping with a coworker. Oh my God. So when the coworker ends up finding out, I mean, Tsukiko, she really takes it there. She said, I am truly done. I want to be with this man and I hate you. So I'm going to make sure that I get what I want and fuck you, twin sister. So she sends out wedding invites. So now people who didn't know that she was getting married now know, so she can't just like get away with whatever her original plan was. The guy who she's sleeping with that works with her, he does not like that. And they've got some type of weird BDSM relationship going on. So he's like, stop. Fuck you, Mitsuki. Like, you're supposed to be with me. I don't think you're really going to marry this dude. So Mitsuki now just takes it too far. And like, too far. Like, that's disgusting what the sister did. And from here on out, I actually don't care what happens to Mitsuki. She could die for all I care. I think she might deserve it for what she did to her sister. So she tricks Tsukiko to meet her at her house, but that guy is showing up. That guy does not know that Mitsuki has a twin sister. So he believes that they are doing the thing that they always do, and he assaults her. And Mitsuki is like, she feels nothing. She feels absolutely nothing for what she just put her sister through. And I just find that to be so disgusting. There is nothing that could happen to Mitsuki that could make me feel sorry for her. And I don't care if we find out some type of background thing, which we probably won't. If anything, we find out Mitsuki has been insecure about her sister this whole time, but that doesn't even matter. You set your sister up to be assaulted and you knew that was going to happen and you didn't care. You are garbage. You're garbage. Tsukiko is like, bitch, now I'm really activated. So she now is working double time to get back at Mitsuki. And I don't know. I do not know. This is crazy. But the very end said, Oh, the man's name is Akito. Akito-san was good. Tsukiko is confident in her victory, but Akito begins to sense that something's off. Who in the world is she? Ask her when the wedding is. Mitsuki. Has Mitsuki's revenge finally begun? Like, he thinks that something's weird with her, and I'm sorry, somebody just needs to tell this man the truth, because unless he's also a piece of shit, now he's getting ripped which way by these fucking psycho-ass twin sisters. But fuck Mitsuki hard. Don't like the bitch. Now, for the final... well, actually, I did read something else, but for the final thing that I read physically, I cracked open Big Apple 1 and 2. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Okay, so I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't think that this was going to have, like, sci-fi, supernatural stuff going on. I just thought, okay, he's... you know, like a dude who's a sniper, and he's working for the government. And no, there's a man who is like a mage who has flames. I was not expecting that. But basically, he used to be, like, when he was younger, he was up to no good, but obviously some troubled times. And he gets recruited by the Secret Intelligence Agency, a covert organizations whose operatives possess special abilities. Now, I didn't realize that was going to be fucking fire and shit and like mind shit, but I don't know. He's a sniper, and he's a really, really good sniper, but he's basically, I guess, kind of paying off a debt in a way. So he really can't leave, and he's being forced to work in this really dangerous environment. And one case happens where he tries to assassinate someone. I thought it worked, but I guess not. And he is now exposed to, what the fuck is it, the Knights Templar? What the fuck? And that man has flames for some reason. But then you find out somebody has the ability to read minds and shit, and telepathy. I just thought this was a shoot 'em up type of situation, but who am I? So all of this drama is happening to him, but he's also in a relationship with this guy whose name is Jurgen. Okay, so this is also taking place in New York City. I don't know why they needed to be German, Swedish people, but he's like half Swedish, he's half German. This is a man who's working on Wall Street, okay? He's working on Wall Street. Why does he have a bead in his penis on the very top, almost like he got a implant of a bead on his dick head, and he just goes to town on him all the time with this bead, and it's like, what the fuck? I don't know. That threw me off. He was saying, the bead? And I said, what? And then you see it, and it's like, obviously I have body modifications, but there's one thing I'm not doing. That's putting an extra bead somewhere up in me, okay? I don't need all that. I don't need all that. And then it turns into a fucking damn near kidnapping. What the fuck? I don't know. But I'm going to continue. I will continue with the Big Apple. Or, yeah, the Big Apple. I don't know how long this is. I assume the other, like, episodes are probably on 7Seas Webtoons. I wonder, I'll have to look at 7seaswebtoons.com, or if it's on any other, like, platform. And I'll try to keep reading this. I did notice, though, this volume, thick paper, like what I'm used to when I, like, get a manhwa. This one, I was like, kind of, what the fuck? Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was that bead I was talking about. We'll put that down. I was surprised. Because, you know, this one, $21.99, I get it. Like, this is thick. This is real high quality. This is more like a $14.99. Who am I? I'm not a publisher. I bought it already, so it's here. But yes, that's what I read. Let me get the whole shebang down from behind me, and let's talk about what my favorites were. So these were the other ones I read, and I would say I really have enjoyed Twilight Out of Focus. I cannot wait to continue on with this series. I really liked Manly Appetites. I need to get volume 2 because I enjoyed that so much. Waiting for Spring and Blue Box are definitely really, really good. So I'm glad I picked those up, as well as My Dress Up Darling and My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. I did like Senpai This Can't Be Love Brush Up, but it was okay. Like, I liked it, but it wasn't like my favorite, you know? I would definitely like to continue on with Nomi and Shiba, since this is the first volume. I liked Kami-sama Kiss, and yeah, I think I had a really good reading time here. I don't think I missed anything. So yes, I enjoyed it. I would say my least favorite was probably Let's Do It Already. I know that I have volume 2. I don't know if I will continue after that, but we'll see. I always end up saying that and then I end up reading it anyway. And then for another one that was like not that great, but it wasn't the worst, was Killer Shark in Another World. I think I mentioned that I'm probably going to, it's not that I'm not going to buy this anymore. It's just that I'm probably going to wait a little while if several volumes come out and then just get them that way instead of like waiting every time, because you just don't need to do that. You really don't with this one, in my opinion. But yeah, I think that this was a pretty good reading vlog. I'm going to get into a lot more manhwa if I can. I've got so many other things on my iPad now, and just so everybody knows, guess what? I will be putting a privacy screen on this because Devin was taking pictures of me when we were on vacation, and I don't know. Like I said, it helped me forget some things, so it was pretty nice and convenient. But yeah, it was just full dick on the screen that everybody can see. And we're going on a plane later in the month of April, and I don't want a stewardess to see a big veiny cock on my thing. It's one thing if you're reading like a smut novel. Big veiny cock, no. You might need to put that one down. But yes, I've got quite a bit that I'd like to read, and I don't know what I'm going to start with. I really don't know. I am currently in the middle of reading Undercover at Chapel High School. Undercover at Chapel High School. I don't know why I'm fucking that up. That's good so far. I like that. It's interesting. It's not anything with a veiny cock so far, but I mean, I hope not. I hope there's no veiny cock in that. But that one's really cool. It's straight. I said I was committed to reading straight stuff again because I picked up Tears of a Withered Flower, but I think I have a few things that are straight on here. Like, I think I need to read Serena. And there's something else, but I'm gonna have to go through these names again because, I mean, the list just keeps getting longer and longer. Every single time I find something, it's a suggestion on TikTok, I put it in here. Anything on Twitter, I put it in here. What can I say? I'm addicted now. But yes, thank you so much for watching my video. If you like the video, please like the video. If you like it, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on other social media. It's in the description box down below. And you have a good day. Goodbye.